Good morning, children. Hope that you all come to school within a few days so that we have a good strength at school. But then, fairly, there is no compulsory for your attendance. So, let's proceed ahead in the chapter number 8. Okay, we have already done the certain architectural. We have already seen about the architectural temples of the medieval Gujarat. Now today we are going to see certain more monuments in the Gujarat that has been built during the medieval period. So let's start, students. Yeah. So first of all, that is the Rudra Mahalaya. Actually, it was a very old temple of the Lord Shiva. Okay, but at the present time it's only have a ruin, means ये जो बहुत बड़ा टेम्पल था, लेकिन अब उसके कुछ पार्ट्स ही रह गए हैं, and it is a very in the ruin condition. Okay, like it is not like a सोमनाथ और the द्वारकाधीश टेम्पल जिसको बार बार बनाया गया हो, रिकन्स्ट्रक्ट किया गया हो या उसका ध्यान रखा गया हो. So whatever the part is remaining, it's only a ruin with us. Okay, Rudra Mahalaya temple, also known as Rudramal, is destroyed or the desecrated. That desecrated means अगर हम destroy कर देते हैं तो जो बचा हुआ होता है, that is called desecrated temple complex at the Sidhpur in the Patan district of Gujarat. Okay, this temple was constructed in 1943 AD by a Mool Raj who was a descendant of the Solanki dynasty, and completed in 1140 AD by Jaisimha Siddharaj. Okay, and he was the ruler of the Chalukya dynasty. So it was started by the Mool Raj, but it was completed by the Jaisimha Siddharaj, who was a ruler of the Chalukya dynasty. This Hindu temple was destroyed by the Sultan of Delhi, Alauddin Khilji, and later the Sultan of Gujarat, that is the Ahmad Shah I. Okay, तो ये जो हिंदू टेम्पल था ये भी बहुत बड़ा टेम्पल था, एंड इट वॉज ऑल्सो हैविंग अ मार्वलस आर्किटेक्चरल वर्क. इवन फ्रॉम द ruin you can see this, that how beautiful it might be looking when it was spread on such a large ground, is it? And it was destroyed thrice. First it was destroyed by the Sultan of Delhi, then Alauddin Khilji, and then the Sultan of Gujarat, that is the Ahmad Shah I. Now the टू तोरन्स जो हमने फर्स्ट पिक्चर देखा अभी, उसमें आपने वो जो पिलर्स खड़े देखे थे, दैट वाज द तोरन, मीन्स पोर्च, मीन्स दैट इज़ अ गेट वे ऑफ द टेम्पल. लाइक यू कैन ऑल्सो सी इन द सांदीपनि, है ना, हम टेम्पल में एंटर करते हो उसके पहले क्या है, उसका एक गेट वे है. सो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड द तोरन. एंड द 4 पिलर्स ऑफ द फॉर्मर सेंट्रल स्ट्रक्चर, और बीच में जो टेम्पल था उसका 4 पिलर्स आज तक बचे हुए हैं. दे आर स्टिल स्टैंड along with the western part of the complex, और जो पूरे बिल्डिंग पूरे टेम्पल का जो वेस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ द कॉम्प्लेक्स है वो आज भी खड़ा है. सो दिस मच वी कैन सी, एंड थ्रू दिस मच ओनली वी कैन assume that how this whole temple was, how much beautiful, and it was exquisite of the architectural work. Now this magnificent temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva and it is called as the Rudra Mahalaya, है ना, क्योंकि बच्चों जो भगवान शिव की जो माला हम लोग गले में पहनते हैं उसको क्या बोलते हैं, रुद्र माला. ओके, सो ऑन दैट ओनली दिस टेम्पल हैज़ बीन नेम्ड, and it was constructed by Mulraj Solanki and then Siddharth Jai Singh. The temple was an architectural wonder with a 3-storied शिखर. इसका जो शिखर था that was in 3-storied, okay, with a 1600 pillars. इसके ये कितने 100 पिलर्स पे ये टेम्पल खड़ी थी, 1600. You can imagine that how big this complex was. There was a 12 entrance door. There was a central mandapa and the porches on the north and the south, on the east, north and south, and sanctum in the west, और west side पे sanctum था. Around temple there were 11 shrines of the Rudra. So वहाँ पे जो 11 shrines means you can say image or the idol. Okay, there were the 11 idols of the Rudra, and the eastern gate was adorned with a beautifully carved toran with a flit of the steps. और जो ईस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ द टेम्पल था उसमें उसका जो तोरण था वो बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुली कार्व किया गया था विथ अ स्टेप्स लीडिंग टू द सरस्वती रिवर. The ornamentation of the temple was an exuberant as shown by the elaborate and detailed carving of the pillar and beautiful toran, which are the only remains of the temple today. तो आज उस टेम्पल में देखने लायक क्या है? दैट पिलर्स, then the certain part of the western complex of the temple, and that eastern toran and the steps on that toran which take you to the river Saraswati. Okay. Now the next two which we are going to see, the monument of the Gujarat in the medieval period. This is a Siddhi Sayyed Jali which is in Ahmedabad. Okay, you can see in this picture, Jali means, you know, it's a window. So you can see that this window was beautifully carved. So this is showing the architectural work, and this architectural work is a mixture of both, you know, the Indian architectural work and the Islamic architectural work. Okay. So the Siddhi Sayyed Mosque, popularly known as Siddhi Sayyed Nijali, locally people call it Siddhi Sayyed Nijali. Okay, so this is a mosque where the Muslim people used to pray, and it was built in 1572 to 73 and is one of the most famous mosque of the Ahmedabad. It was built by the Siddhi Sayyed. And who was Siddhi Sayyed? He was the chief of army or the general in the army of the Sultan, last Sultan Shams-ud-Din Muzaffar Shah III of the Gujarat Sultanate. Okay, जब गुजरात में भी सल्तनत period था, means it was also under the rule of the Sultan of Delhi. At that time the chief of army of the Shams-ud-Din Muzaffar Shah III, उसका chief कौन था? army chief Siddhi Sayyed, and he has built this Siddhi Sayyed Jali. The mosque was built in the last year of the existence of the Gujarat Sultanate. Okay, so जब ये गुजरात के सल्तनत का लास्ट ईयर था, at that time this Siddhi Sayyed Jali was built. The mosque is known for its 10 intricately carved stone lattice work windows on the side and the rear arches. और ये mosque किस लिए famous है? Because of its beautiful carving on the stone, its windows, okay, and the work on that window which we have seen in the last image. Okay, the rear wall is filled with the square stone pierced panel in a geometrical design. और जो rear wall है, means वो जिसमें जाली है उसके बाजू में जो walls हैं उसमें बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल आर्किटेक्चरल वर्क है विच हैज़ अ ज्योमेट्रिकल डिज़ाइन. पहले वे हमने क्या देखा था? लोटस और ऐसी चीज़ों की डिज़ाइन थी. ओके, द टू बेस फ्लैंकिंग द सेंट्रल एसल हैज़ अ रेटिकुलेटेड स्टोन स्लैब्स carved in design of intertwined trees and a foliage and a palm motif. So you will also see there is a palm leaf. Okay, और ट्रीज़ के पत्तों के फूलों के डिज़ाइंस हैं उसमें. दिस इज़ इंट्रिकेटली कार्व्ड lattice stone window in the Siddhi Sayyed Jali, and this beautifully designed stone has been used as a jali of the mosque and the unofficial symbol of the city of Ahmedabad. So this is one of the unofficial symbol of this city of Ahmedabad. Now children, we will see the next is the Kakariya Lake. and I hope most of you have visited here. It was built by Qutbuddin and was known as the Qutub Hoj or the Hoj-e Qutub at that time, but now it is known as the Kakaria Lake. And where it is? It is in the Ahmedabad of Gujarat. Several stories are told for its name Kakaria. Okay, इसका नेम ये जो काकरिया है उसके लिए बहुत सारी स्टोरीज है. The one reason said it is named due to the large quantity of the limestone, क्योंकि उसके आजू बाजू बहुत सारे लाइमस्टोन हैं. सॉरी, इसलिए भी उसके जब एक्सकवेशन किया गया था तो बहुत सारे स्टोन्स लाइमस्टोन उसके आजू बाजू थे. दैट्स व्हाई इट्स गिवन द नेम काकरिया. Another story narrates that the Sultan Qutbuddin asked the Saint Shah to select the site for the tank and the garden. उनको काम दिया गया कि आप टैंक और गार्डन के लिए कोई प्लेस चुनो. The saint scattered some pebbles at the site which was excavated and the lake was built. तो वो सेंट ने कुछ पिबल्स वहाँ पे फेंक दिए और वो पिबल्स मिले and that why it was named as the Kakaria. Thus it was named as Kakaria. The another story says that the saint Hazrat Shah Alam cut his foot on the pebble while passing through the excavation and exclaimed, "What a pebble!" और एक ये भी स्टोरी है कि हजरत शाह आलम थे, वो जा रहे थे और उनका फुट है वो उस पिबल पे पड़ जाता है और कट जाता है. ओके, उनको चोट लग जाती है एंड जब एक्सवेट किया जाता है उस जगह को खोदा जाता है तो पिबल्स मिलता है. सो दैट वाज इट इज कॉल्ड एज द काकरिया. इट वाज नेम्ड एज ए हौजे Qutub after the Sultan Qutbuddin in the inscription at Kakaria. Okay. Now this a lake front is developed around it और इसके आसपास पूरा एक फ्रंट को डेवलप किया गया which has many public attractions such as the zoo, toy train, kids city, balloon ride, water park, food stall and the entertainment facilities. Okay, the lakefront was revamped in 2007 to 8 और इस लेक फ्रंट को 2007-8 में और भी ज़्यादा इसको डेवलप किया गया. एंड द काकरिया कार्निवाल इज़ अ वीक लॉन्ग फेस्टिवल हेल्ड ईयर इन द लास्ट वीक ऑफ द दिसंबर. और फिर हर साल 2007-8 के बाद से वहाँ पे कार्निवाल मनाया जाता है. मीन्स दैट इज़ लाइक अ फेस्टिवल for the Kakaria Lake and it is celebrated in the last week of the December. Many cultural, art and social activities are organized during the carnival. Okay children, so that's all for today. Read this much portion from your textbook also. It is equally important so that once your concept got revised and you also understand in the better way. Okay, so good day and goodbye.